Good morning, good morning. We are in our tarot study of the Hierophant, and let's go through the cards so far. Each day we're kind of introducing a new card, new version of the Hierophant, and then also reading from a book, a different book, so that way we learn from all of these, the teachers that have come before us. So here we go. Hierophant, this is from the original Rider-Waite. The Good Tarot. These are not in order, by the way, from what we have introduced them. Light Seers Tarot. Tarot of the Divine. Also, if you have any questions about any of these, let me know. Golden Art Nouveau. Wildwood Tarot, known as the Ancestor. Winter Tarot. Tarot of Mystical Moments. Can you see that okay? Let me get rid of that, some more of that background blur. It's a little better. Star Tarot. And then today we are introducing one of my favorite decks, Tarot of the Abyss. In this deck is the Hierophant is known as the Wise One. I love this card so much because it's not like, because you know the difference. This makes me want to cry because this is one of my biggest things through this whole journey is the call to do away with I shall banish. I don't know, like in my own world anyway. The guru mentality. I don't jive with it, for lack of better words. But see the difference here between this card and this card. They're all sitting on equal ground here. This one is sitting higher than. That like I'm better than you because I know more than you, and that's bullshit, right? I'm not better than you. Nobody is better than you. We're all like, if we truly believe that we are all one, this energy that runs through us, this spirit, this divinity runs through each of our veins, me and you, we're both one, then how am I above you? I'm not. Nobody is. So we on the guru mentality, that is where we're at today. This is where we're at. This is where we're at, where we're coming to common ground. We are all one on common ground, because I may know a little bit more about maybe tarot or something else than you, but I sure as hell know that you know more about something else than I do. And so that's the important thing, is for us to stop doubting that, so that way, and start showing up in a manner in which we could start sharing what we do know with each other. We've got to start showing up in that way and helping each other. Time is like speeding up, and this is such an important time for us to like show up for each other in this way. I teach you, you teach me, we teach we, right? We're growing that's why I always say we are learning, growing, and healing together. That is so important to get through our heads. We got to stop looking for that guru. We got to stop looking for the quick fix. We got to stop looking for that one person that's going to come with their magic wand and bonk us on the head, and all of a sudden all of our troubles go away and we are amazing and fabulous, because you already are amazing and fabulous. You just don't realize it yet. And we all need to be amazing and fabulous together, because we're all like growing and healing and learning. And it's time we start showing up together. All right, soapbox over. Bam. Today's book is Carrying On. Tarot for Yourself by Mary K. Greer. She's the same one, I believe, that wrote the one that we read earlier on, Essence of Tarot, that brings in a little bit of that plant spirit. Okay. And then this is more of a workbook style, and honestly, I have not. I mean, this is, well, maybe not. Well, yeah, a little bit. It's got a lot in here, and I haven't gone through it all, honestly. But we just keep reading from each of the cards. But so today, Hierophant, associations, Taurus, a teacher, animus figure, or mentor. Intuitive guidance, teaching, and education, especially education in the traditions of one society. Communicating and teaching others what you have learned. Giving or receiving advice. Following a guru. but not in this world. Not today, baby. System or philosophy, tradition or ethical system, spiritual discipline, the rules of obedience and loyalty to a guru, organization, work, country, etc. So we're going to cross that line out. Blessings, identification with a culture or any kind of group in which you abide by their beliefs and rules. Conformity, understanding the rules and manners of the existing hierarchy. Learning how to play the game. It furthers you to seek out the authority in the field to make new allies. Assertion of moral laws of good and evil. Conventional morality, following the internalized rules of a culture, listening to the dictates of your conscious, feeling oppressed by the shoulds and oughts of life, repression of free thinking, causing you to react with unorthodoxy, new and revolutionary ideas, and gullibility, feeling betrayed by the system, problems involving public versus private conscious, and then reversed. So that's interesting. It wasn't even really like a paragraph. It was like a list of little blurbs. Reversed. Disobeying authority, flaunting moral precepts, rejecting religious traditions. So maybe we are the Hierophant reversed. The outsider, the unorthodoxy, iconoclast, confrontation with the establishment, break with tradition, bad conscious, sins, immoral, unethical, well, maybe we're not totally reversed, unprincipled, exocommunication, or too rigid or dogmatic, sanctimonious, hypocritical. I could totally be hypocritical, I will say. Clinging to outdated mores, grand inquisitor, blind faith, lack of conviction, timidity, and upholding beliefs, caught in a dilemma, divorce, downfall of a guru or teacher, downfall with the guru, efficient at occult rituals. That's important to be efficient at the occult rituals. Sorry. Questions to answer. Who are you looking to for assistance, direction, or learning? What law or rule do you feel you have transgressed? Moreover, who would hold you accountable? What traditions are you upholding? What traditions are you rebelling against? What are you learning? And thinking about this too, and that the way that they just ask those questions, you can also use this card whenever it comes to other parts of your life too. Say parenting, because I remember with parenting, you learn about whenever you're with your, say if you're with your partner for a bit, right, and you get to know their family and how they were raised and how they treat, like, say, your partner and their siblings, and so you kind of compare that with how you were raised and how you were treated and how your siblings were treated and all of that. And so you kind of take like what you liked from yours, what you liked from theirs, and then you kind of make your own little scenario with your raising up of your children. And it kind of, so we can kind of put all of this in that as well. From the tradition standpoint of the Hierophant, is creating our own traditions by looking and learning from others' traditions. Like, what do I honor and respect from this line? What do I honor and respect from this line? And how can I incorporate a little bit of both into our own new line? And maybe keeping up with some traditions, but then also breaking some cycles along the way, right? Breaking the cycles that need to be broken, because that's what we're here for too. I mean, this is, I don't know what generation you're in, but if you're alive, we're meant to break some of these cycles that have been handed down to us. Here you go. Here's a trauma cycle for you. You're in charge of breaking this, so we're not passing it along anymore. All right. Thank you very much. And then so you're in charge of healing all of that, those wounds for you and all of your ancestors, and then breaking that cycle, that tradition of trauma, that trauma tradition, and then again, like, and just healing that and loving on that. So the tradition can mean a lot of things. It doesn't necessarily have to mean going to church on Sundays, that kind of thing. So the Hierophant, the point is the Hierophant can like tap into different parts of our lives, not just the spiritual. Okay, sample affirmation. I commit my obedience only where and when my higher self directs. Amen, and so it is. Hand up. I commit my obedience only where and when my higher self directs. Amen, and so it is. Okay, so that was from Tarot for Yourself. I like the feel of this book. And again, this is the card we have introduced for the day. It was blurred out again. There you go. Isn't he lovely? I just love that. They're all sitting around the fire. The wise one is you. I mean, not saying that you shouldn't have a teacher. We should all have teachers. But we should all remember that we're not less than. And that's the point, right? We should all we should all strive for learning. And you gotta learn from somebody, right? But you're not, just because you're learning from somebody doesn't mean you're less than that somebody. And if that somebody ever makes you feel less than them, then that's not your somebody. There you go. There's your wisdom for the day. Mwah. Much love.